welcome to the 21st stage Tour de France 2024 course recce. As I'm in Nice right now, and the final stage, actually the final two stages, will be here in the area, I thought I'm going to show you today the final TT stage, which will be the last stage of the tour. So everything can be decided there, and it's a pretty interesting course. So the stage before, stage 20, has 4 climbs, so it's a very tough mountain stage. And then the 21st stage is the TT. So it starts in Monaco, it will end in Nice, and I'm going to show it to you today. So I'm on my way to Monaco. It's around 30 kilometers from Nice. And yeah, once I'm there, I'm going to show you the stage. Closing into Monaco, passing Cap Estel. So we arrived in Monaco, now on the way to the start, which is just down there by the harbor. So we are now at the start of the time trial for the Tour de France 2024. We are on the Formula One track for the Monaco Grand Prix. The Tour de France will finish with the time trial. So of course, considering the TT last year, where there were huge gaps, everything can be decided with this final time trial. So I thought, let's have a look at the course. The course starts here in Monaco, goes up to via Beausoleil to La Turbie, which is around 500-meter elevation. Then it goes down to Ascent, up to Col d'Ascent, down to Villefranche, and back to Nice, where the finish will be close to the ocean. First a bit on the Promenade Anglais, and then it will finish in Nice. So super interesting time trial. 35 kilometer elevation, I think around 1,000 meters, but we'll see. So I would say let's crack on and check the course. So the actual start will be here on the Rue de Piscine, the swimming pool street, which is next to a beautiful swimming pool. It's a one-way road, so, and it goes the wrong direction. So let's see if we can sneak through and ride the actual course. Well, I guess that will be fast. Nice road surface. So the road goes past the Monaco harbor and the famous yacht club. So and we're heading into the tunnel. Who remembers that tunnel from the Formula One and the crazy sounds? So here we go, into the tunnel. Definitely fun on the TT bike. At least the road surface is quick. So we're approaching the first U-turn. Seems to be a quite sharp one. And then we head back on the flat roads before we turn right up towards Beausoleil. So here's the U-turn for the first section, for the flat part in Monaco. And now it goes all the way back towards then the right turn uphill. This road surface is just like so smooth, so fast, it's crazy. You can actually feel how fast it is. It's crazy. So now we're turning right uphill towards Beausoleil, and then it basically goes up for quite a while. And we're turning right towards the casino, back on the Formula One track. very fitting to actually see a Ferrari. Oh, that corner brings up some memories from old Formula One races. Casino is straight ahead and we're turning right, further uphill. It's quite steep, around 10%, and yeah, that's going to be a cracker. Restaurant of a friend of mine purchased was for dinner yesterday. Nice. So, whew, that's a steep one. The actual race might go up there, so we don't go against the traffic, so we are heading that way. So the race will go up this road, but it's against the traffic, so riding a bit on the sidewalk. So now we're on the correct course again, and we're climbing towards Beausoleil out of Monaco. Another U-turn, or switchback. We go towards Beausoleil. This course definitely makes for some amazing TV pictures. It's stunning. Don't know if you can see it, but the climb we're on now is around 8 kilometers long. It's climbing around 400 meters, so it doesn't sound too bad. Quite steady. Lots of switchbacks. Very beautiful climb, great views. Literally switchback after switchback. Still going to be relatively fast, and I'm doing around 310 watts, 320 to go 18 kilometers an hour. So they'll be quick here. Now we're on the main road above or in Beausoleil. And we're turning right in a few hundred meters on the D53 that goes up to La Turbie. Beautiful climb, also quite a lot of switchbacks. I think 6-7% for most of the time, some parts a bit steeper. So here comes the turn to La Turbie. Did that in the morning. I love that climb. Now leaving Beausoleil, down there is Monaco, and above us is La Turbie, which is where we're going now. Stunning views. And switchback after switchback. So when I'm climbing around 4 watts per kilogram on my road bike, I'm going around 16 kilometers an hour up here. So I'd guess they'll go like 25, doing maybe 6 watts per kilogram. That would be my estimation. Some of the insides of the ramps are pretty steep. Stunning. But tough. I'm feeling for the sprinters. First a really hard mountain stage the day before, and then a hilly technical TT. Lovely. We now have entered La Turbie, which is the highest, I think it's the highest point, the highest village on the route. And yeah, so around 4 watts per kilogram gives you 17, 18 kilometers an hour on the climb. So yeah, it's say, still TT suitable for these guys. We're now getting on the main road that comes from Roquebrune in Menton and goes towards La Turbie and Aise. We're turning left there, and then still a little bit uphill before we are on the top in La Turbie. So here we go left, and then we're almost in the center of La Turbie. So the last parts into La Turbie are actually pretty quick, maybe 3% up, not more. So full on arrow and all the way into the city center, and then after the top there's a small downhill and then a small uphill, and then it goes down to Aise. So there actually to the right was the turn up to Col de la Madone, and yeah, now we're in the city square, La Turbie city center. We're now passing on the right Ma Première Boulangerie, best bakery, best bakery. So it's now coming here on the right. If you need any pain au chocolat, go there. Now we're getting a bit down, and then it goes shortly up. So after a short uphill, we're now heading left on the Moyenne Corniche, which is starting with a super fast straight downhill, and then it's a nice twisty part through a small village area, but crazy fast here on the TT bike. But amazing views! Here will be crazy. That part is very nice, but still super fast, especially on a closed road. Once we are on the bottom of the road, we will turn right onto the Moyenne Corniche into Aise. Now we're in beautiful Aise, and we'll turn right on the Moyenne Corniche before we go back up again. So, on to the Moyenne Corniche. So right here in the city center, we're going to turn right, which goes up to the Col d'Aise. And we're climbing again. It's a relatively short climb. This one is only 1.7 kilometers with an average of 8%. So it starts relatively nice, but then gets steeper to the end. What a scenery to end the Tour de France. Amazing. Yeah, that's a nasty kicker here. Damn, that's a hard kicker as a last climb in the Tour. That's a beast. I have now 800 meters to go with 85 meters of climbing. That means average over 10%. Yeehaw! I do over 5 watts per kilogram just to do 10 kilometers an hour. Ah! Yeah, I think the tour can be won or lost on this last kilometer of that climb. Oh, it's painful. Around 200 meters. Then we're on the Grand Corniche, which is the main road, the highest leveled road of the three, which will then go back towards or back to Col d'Aise, and then from Col d'Aise we're going down to Villefranche and then Nice. So here we're turning left onto the Grand Corniche, and we're almost at the Col d'Aise sign. Yep, that was the Col d'Aise. Now we have a relatively steep downhill coming up that goes down to Villefranche. For the downhill we are a little bit on kind of a plateau. It goes a bit up and down, undulating, some nice views, pretty fast. I've put on the windbreaker now because the sun is setting, so it's getting a bit fresh, but overall it was pretty warm. And I'm just thinking that the guys are here in July, and it can be bloody hot, so I guess that's also a factor on the time trial. It's maybe 45 minutes. If it's 35-40 degrees, that's going to be tough. This section here through I think Saint-Michel is going to be crazy fast. I guess they will be getting over 100 kilometers an hour down here. We're around 9-10% downhill. We're not even at the actual downhill. We turn left in 400 meters, but this part here is going to be crazy. Up there we're turning left, and that is a quite technical twisty downhill that goes then down to Villefranche. I mean, that's one of my favorite ways to get up to Col d'Aise, but getting down, wow! That is super technical, very steep switchbacks, and yeah, just crazy fast. So once we have reached that place, which is the first part of the downhill, we turn right, and then we're back on the Moyenne Corniche, which goes into Villefranche and Tunis. Which basically just means more crazy fast downhill. It's another crazy part coming up. Is here the downhill into Nice. It's like 10%, arrow straight, super fast, and then comes some right, left, right corner combination. coming down here at 80-90 km an hour. Won't see a beautiful sunset like I do today. Once they arrive in the city, we'll go straight over the first roundabout and then we go the first street to the left direction port. So here we go a little bit into the old town. And then we turn left back towards the harbor. And now we're onto the road that goes back to the harbor, and then we turn right onto the Promenade d'Anglais. Now we're on the Promenade d'Anglais, where we will have out and back section before we finish close to the promenade in I forgot what's the name of the place. It's going to be a pretty fast and stunning finish. I would almost forecast this is going to be as busy as the Champs-Élysées. Crazy. So there's the U-turn. So it's around 1.5 kilometers on the Promenade d'Anglais before they make the U-turn. And then they are going back to the finish line after 35 kilometers. So we're heading now to the finish, and then that's the route concluded. So we're heading now back towards the port, and in around 300 meters we're turning left. So the finish line is going left here into the center. So the finish will be here on the square, to have a few cobbles to finish it off. But yeah, there we are. Tour de France stage 21, the finish of the Tour de France. Crazy stage. So it starts fast in Monaco, then we have some pretty steep climbing, relatively steep climbing up to Beausoleil. After the climb in Beausoleil, we arrive in La Turbie. In La Turbie, down to the actual to Aix, fast, up to Col d'Aix, relatively steep, tough climb, and then a super fast descent. So this stage is going to be crazy. I expect that, or it definitely has the potential to throw the GC top 10 around, depending on how close they will be together. But yeah, I think it's going to be a super exciting finish to the tour, especially with the not high mountain, but with the very hilly stage before. So really looking forward to it, and I'll definitely trying to get back to Nice to watch this final 2 stages. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You get some idea about the stage, and yeah, if you like it, subscribe to the channel, give it a like, comment below if you have any comments to the stage, or what do you think how it will turn out. And yeah, we'll see you next year here in Nice.